And we welcome you to the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. Welcome back to my NBA2K26 presentation of the 2025-2026 season playthrough project. We are game 2 of the Western Conference Semifinal series between the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for the Rockets, the starting lineups, Aaron Holiday, Amen Thompson, and you got Durant and Easton at the forwards. Easton getting the start in this game for Jabari Smith Jr. Şengün at center. But then we got SGA and Lugan Stort at the guards, followed by Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren at the forwards with Hartenstein and the man in the middle for the Thunder here as we are underway. The Rockets will win the tip. Durant coming around. He'll get the bucket. That is good. And it's 2-0 Rockets. The SGA feeds it over to Williams. Back over to Dort. Dort feeds it over to Holmgren. Williams with it. Over to SGA. He'll shoot the three. That's good. And the lead is 3-2. SGA averaged 37.5 points and 9.5 assists per game in the 3 games that these two teams played each other in. The Thunder did win that first game. These two teams opened up this season playthrough. You see SGA, that's 5 points for him already, and the lead is 5-2. Gives it over to Durant here. Durant had 32 points in the Game 1 victory here, as the Rockets did take Game 1 of the series 97-88. The only road team to win, by the way, in game number 1 is Holmgren with the bucket, and that's 7 straight points by the Thunder here, a minute and a half into the game. KD. Got 10:20 to play here in the first. KD will shoot the three. That is in and out. Chet Holmgren grabbing a rebound. Finds it over to Lugan Stort. He's going to come around and he'll dish it over to Holmgren. Holmgren still being guarded by Easton. Holmgren with the bucket, no shot up, no good. Şengün with the rebound. KD with it. KD back over to Easton. Easton with the slam dunk. Tari Easton averaged 7.9 points in that first round series. Easton had 19 points though off the bench in game number 1 in that game 1 victory, which is why I think he got the start in this game. So we're 2.5 minutes into the first quarter, 7-4, the Thunder on top. Dort, he'll shoot the three. That's in there. That's his first 3 of the game. 10-4, the Thunder on top. They got off to a very fast start, as we see. If the game commentary was on, you had Brian Anderson, Grant Hill, and Clark Kellogg, but you get me instead. Durant, he'll shoot the three. No good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Hartenstein had only averaged, I think, 4.5 points a game. He ended up getting 13 points and 12 rebounds. So that was a really good game 1 for him in defeat. Williams will shoot the three. No good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Aaron Holiday with it. He's it over to Durant. Durant, he'll put the shot up. It's going to fall in. He has 4 points in this game. Aaron Holiday, I think, got the assist there. SGA. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. He's it over to Kevin Durant. Over to Amen Thompson. As I said, these two teams, Durant will shoot the three. That's 7 for him already. As we're 4 minutes into the game. 10-9, the Rockets on top, or the Thunder on top. Feeds it back over to Lugan Stort. SGA with it. He's coming around. SGA with the layup. That's good. Leave that 7 for him himself. And the Thunder lead it by 3 here. As we're over 4.5 minutes into the game. Here the defense chance right now. And that's stolen by Jalen Williams. Williams feeds it over to Dort. Back over to SGA. SGA coming around. That layup is good. That's 9 for him already. 6 of them mid-range, and the Thunder lead it 14-9. So over 5 minutes into the first quarter. And there's Şengün with the layup. As we got, I believe that might be Cason Wallace getting ready to check into the game for the Thunder. His team up by 3 right now. SGA feeds it over to Dort. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Şengün with the rebound. Feeds it over to Amen Thompson. Thompson, he's blocked by Luguentz Dort. Williams. 13 on the shot clock. Dort will shoot the 3. No good. And Hartenstein will come with the offensive rebound. Back over to Dort for 3. That's in there. And the Thunder lead up to 6. So we're about halfway through the first quarter here. 17-11, the Thunder on top. Game 2 of this Western Conference semifinals. The Rockets lead the series 1-0. Durant will shoot the 3. I believe he's at 10 now in this game. Already in this first quarter. Jalen Williams. Feeds it over to SGA, back over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Durant coming with the rebound. It's in there to Durant. Team trailing by 3 right now. 10 on the shot clock. Aaron Holiday will shoot the 3. That's no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Williams feed it over to Holmgren. Holmgren back over to Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's going to come around. He's fouled. And 1. Count it. Aaron Holiday charged with this first personal foul. First team foul against the Rockets there. As we have a timeout called by the Thunder. We're going to take one as well. 4:54 to play in the first. 19-14 Thunder on top. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at the Rockets lineup set here. We have Shepard, Thompson, Durant, Smith Jr., and Capella. And for the Thunder, SGA staying out there. Hartenstein still staying out there. But we got Wallace, Caruso, and Jalen Williams, I think, the J-A-L-E-N Williams staying out there. As SGA will complete the and 1, the three-point play. 20-14. Rockets on top. 4:45 to play in the first. Game coming to you from the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Durant, he'll shoot the 3. Durant will know that, say that he was inside. Look at the playoffs right now. He's averaging still over 41.7 points per game, 5.7 rebounds a game, and 5.5 assists per game in the 8 games he's played in the postseason so far. SGA, and he's going to throw that out of bounds. Careless turnover on the Thunder there. Kevin Durant, the league leaders in the playoffs, 41.7 points per game, as I mentioned. As we have more substitutions coming out on the court. Okogie, I know, is coming into the game. Reed Shepard going to go to the bench. Amen Thompson, I believe, jumping back into the game at point, or moving back to point guard. Durant, we got 15 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Durant feeds it over to Capella. Back over to Thompson. 5 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. He'll make the shot up. That is no good. Caruso coming with the rebound. Feeds it over to Williams. Williams coming around with the layup. That's good. And it leads up to 6 again for the Thunder. I believe that is their largest lead. The Rockets led 2-0. That was it so far. Thompson feeding it over to Durant. Durant, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. Alex Caruso feeds it over to SGA. 15 on the shot clock. SGA, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Thompson getting the rebound. $14 on the shot clock. Smith Jr. And there's a tie up there. That's going to be a jump ball. We look at that rebound or the block earlier on Min Thompson, or Dort on a Min Thompson. Caruso and Jabari Smith Jr. And the tip will be won by the Thunder on that one. Williams. He'll put the layup up. That's no good. Hartenstein getting the offensive rebound and the put in. And the Thunder lead it by 8. 2:35 to play here in the first. 24-16 Thunder on top. KD. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Wallace grabbing the rebound. Jason Wallace leads it over to SGA. SGA finding Hartenstein. Hartenstein with another slam dunk. He's averaging 6.2 points per game. He only had 4.5 assist points per game in that first round series, but he did have 13 points in the game 1 loss. And he's looking to try to do a little bit better here. Okogie for 3, no good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound here. 12-6, the Thunder out rebound the Rockets. 15 on the shot clock. And there, Jalen Williams with the bucket. 12-20 for the Thunder, 7-17 for the Rockets. We'll have a timeout. Minute 33 to play in the first. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the lineup set. We got Shepard, Okogie, Tate, Smith Jr., and Şengün. And then we'll have Holmgren, Caruso, Williams, Wallace, and Joe. And look, I was able to get a chance to look at that scoreboard there. Lineup set for both teams. As you see Reed Shepard taking the inbound. Smith Jr. will get the slam dunk, and that will put an end to that run there. Rockets within 10. The Thunder got off to a pretty fast start in game number 2. It looked like they were going to be asserting their dominance that they had over the Mavericks, but the Rockets were able to chip away. You see Capella. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there, and the lead is up to 13. That was actually their largest lead in game number 1. That was in the first quarter. You see Jabari Smith Jr. feeds it over to Smith Jr. He still has it. 8 on the shot clock. Okogie. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound here. 38 seconds to play in the first. 13 rebounds for the Thunder to 6. Both teams have 52 rebounds actually in game number 2, or game number 1, I should say. Henrik Williams also into the game. Caruso, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Shot clock turned off. Smith Jr. Shepard holding on to that one right now. Feeds it back over to Şengün, over to Okogie. Back over to Smith Jr. Smith Jr. with the layup. That's good. 1.8 to play in the first. And that will do it here. We are at the end of the first quarter. The Oklahoma City Thunder leading 31-20. I am Vinny from VDub Productions. I hope you like what you're watching. If you do, hit the like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. So we have to start the second quarter here. We have Holmgren inbounding it to Cason Wallace. Caruso still out there. Same with Kenrick Williams and Isaiah Joe. That is the lineup set. And that's going to go out of bounds here. Careless turnover by the Thunder. I think that's the second time they try to do an alley-oop. As I mentioned, Wallace, Joe, Holmgren, Caruso, Kenrick Williams, and now we see Reed Shepard out on the court, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jabari Smith Jr., Okogie, and Reed Shepard, I think. So that is the lineup set for both teams, as you see the bucket made there. The Rockets only shooting 10 of 21 right now. The Thunder 13 of 22. Look at the percentage-wise. The Houston Rockets shot only 43%, with the Thunder 41%. As you see Smith Jr. grabbing that rebound. And that was the game one stats there. Shepard, he'll shoot the three. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. 14-8 in favor of the Thunder right now. Williams coming around the layup. That's good. Kenrick Williams, his first points of the game. Let's look at Kenrick Williams. He only had 2 points and 5 rebounds in game number one. Finney Smith feeds it over to Smith Jr. He'll have the slam dunk. 8 points for Jabari Smith Jr. off the bench already. The Rockets within 9. Got 15 on the shot clock. Kason Wallace will shoot the three. That's no good. Josh Okogie grabbing the rebound. Gets it back over to Finney Smith, over to Shepard. 13 on the shot clock. Gets it over to Okogie. Okogie will shoot the three. That is no good. Isaiah Joe grabbing the rebound. And there's an illegal screen called against Kenrick Williams. And let's see, substitution out on the court. Lugens Dort coming back onto the court. Okogie feeding it over to Şengün. Back over to Reed Shepard. Shepard passing it up over to Şengün. Şengün over to Okogie. Smith Jr. He'll make the shot. Put the shot up. No good. Kenrick Williams grabbing the rebound. 16 rebounds for the Thunder in this game so far. As I said, both the Thunder and the Rockets have 52 rebounds each in total game number one. Wallace, jump shot. That is no good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Okogie has it. Feeds it over to Finney Smith. Finney Smith feeds it back to Okogie. Back over to Shepard. Shepard feeds it over to Smith Jr. He'll shoot the three. No good. Kason Wallace coming down with the rebound. So we're over 3 minutes into the second quarter. 33-24. Thunder on top. Feeds it back over to Dort. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Smith Jr. grabbing the rebound. Reed Shepard feeds it over to Şengün. Looks like KD looks like he wants to check back into the game. Back over to Reed Shepard. Shepard, he'll shoot the three, and he's going to go to the line shooting three. That is Kenrick Williams' second personal foul, first team foul, as we have a timeout called by the Rockets here. We're going to take one as well, 8:21 to play in the second. 33-24, Thunder on top. Coming out of the timeout, let's see here. The lineup's up: Shepard, Thompson, Durant, Smith Jr., and Şengün. Shepard's going to go to the line shooting three. And for the Thunder, Jalen Williams, that's it's the J-A-L-E-N Williams, coming in for Kenrick Williams. Shepard will miss the first one. Do not think he had any points so far out on the court today. He did not have any points in game number one. See what the second attempt brings. He'll sink the second one. Shepard. He will sink 2 out of 3. The Rockets within 4 here. Both teams, as I said, started the season playthrough off with the first game of the season playthrough. A 20-point win for the Thunder on banner and ring raising night. See, there's a miss right there. Smith Jr. feeds it over to Thompson. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. 5 quick points. Over to Jalen Williams. He'll cover the layup. That's good. And a lead up to 6 again. They're led by as many as 13. And that was before the end of the quarter. Thompson, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. The Rockets within 3. That's a 12-4 run to start the second quarter, by the way. As I said, the Rockets, I think, are going to give a bigger run. And there's a three by Jalen Williams, and a lead up to 6 again. Well, as I said, I think the Rockets are going to be that team. They're not going to go away. They're not the Dallas Mavericks. I'll tell you that right now. Amen Thompson feeds it over to Reed Shepherd. 10 on the shot clock. Shepherd. He'll make the jump shot. That's good! Reed Shepherd makes his first shot from the field, actually, in this series. I believe he has 4 in this game. OKC coming around. There's Jalen Williams with the bucket. The Thunder shooting 55% right now. The Rockets 48%. Both of them still shooting better than their game one. Better than they did in game one, I'll say that. Thompson, he'll shoot the 3. That's it off the back iron. Logan Stewart grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Cason Wallace. Feeds it back over to Logan Stewart. Dort, 8 on the shot clock, over to Wally Williams. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Shepherd grabbing a rebound. .13 on the shot clock. Williams, and that's a violation out of bounds on the Thunder. Amen Thompson, 7.4 assists per game this postseason. That's 5th average right now. The players in the postseason. It probably should go up. As we look at, we have a bunch of lineup changes here. SGA grabbing the crosses half court, and we'll have a timeout by the Thunder here. 5:41 to play in the second. 40-34. Thunder on top. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the Rockets. Holiday, Thompson, Durant, Easton, Şengün. And for the Thunder, I know SGA is probably saying out there, no, Thomas Sorberg's going to come into the game now. That's about it. Caruso still out on the court. Jalen Williams still on the court. So is Logan Stewart. And Dort, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3, and the lead is up to 9 again. Baseball pass, and that is stolen by Jalen Williams. To Caruso, over to SGA. That's an awkward shot, but it goes in anyway, and the lead is up to 11 again. Crazy sequence of play there. So we're approaching 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 45-34. Thunder on top. Holiday will shoot the 3. That's no good. Sorber will grab the rebound. 19-13 rebounds in favor of the Thunder right now. And they also had the most important set, the scoreboard. That's now a 14-point lead as Sorber will hit the 3. I know Sorber played in the game, but he did not have any stats, I think, in game number 1. Holiday feeds it back over to Thompson. Amen Thompson feeds it over to Holiday. Holiday, he'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Thomas Sorber grabbing the rebound. Alex Caruso feeds it over to SGA. SGA back to Jalen Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Dort. Dort will shoot the 3. That's no good. Easton grabbing the rebound. Thompson, transition 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. SGA. We got 15 on the shot clock for SGA. He'll take the shot up. That is good. Lead up to 16. 16 points for him, and the Thunder lead it by 16. 12 of those in the paint right now. We'll have another timeout called by the Rockets. 3:32 to play in the second. The Thunder leading at 50-34. Coming out of timeout, let's look at the lineup set here. Jabari Smith Jr. checking into the game. And for the Thunder, let's see here. Williams, Joe will have the other Jalen Williams, the Jaylin Williams, who did not play a single second. Holiday feeds it over to Tari Eason. Said Eason getting the start today. Durant, that's good. Kevin Durant with the bucket. Easton will get the assist. They have 11 assists in this game so far. They had 25 in all of game 1. SGA coming around the layup. That's good. That's 18 for him. In only 14 minutes of play, he's shooting 80% so far. 3 minutes to play here in the second. 16-point lead. Feeds it over to Easton. Easton back to Thompson. Thompson will shoot the 3. That's in there. Amen Thompson bringing the Rockets to within 13. SGA. That shot is up. That is no good. Aaron Holiday coming with the rebound here. Under 2.5 to play until halftime. Holiday, that's a terrible alley-oop there. I believe that's the Jalen Williams. He got the steal there. Logan Stewart misses that one. Kevin Durant grabbing the rebound. Over to Jabari Smith Jr. Back to Easton. Back to Durant. Holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Durant. He'll shoot the 2. That's good. Rockets within 11. Paycom Center here. Game 2, Western Conference Semifinals. Looks like Holmgren and Hartenstein are coming back into the game. That's a miss right there. That's tipped. That's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Rockets ball. So the other Jalen Williams is going to go to the bench, as well as Isaiah Joe. SGA Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams, Holmgren and Hartenstein checks into the game. Or the lineup set, I should say. We see Smith Jr. feeds it over to Thompson. Thompson, count it! Rockets within single digits on a 7-0 run. Amen Thompson going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play here. A minute and a half to play until halftime. I said this is a Rockets team that's not going to go away very easily. Not going to go away into the night. Thunder learned that lesson in game number 1 when the Rockets took game 1 by 9 points. SGA feeding it over to Holmgren, back over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein feeding it over to SGA. 7 on the shot clock. Alexander, 3 on the shot clock. Finding it over to Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams. Thompson will come down with the rebound. Still a 7-0 run right now for the Rockets. Under a minute to play in the second. Durant for 3. Make that a 10-0 run. That's 19 for KD. 7 of those here in the second quarter already. 52-46 Rockets. SGA, he'll put the shot up. That's good. That puts an end to that 10-0 run. But you see 12-4 run. That second 12-4 run you see all posted in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Thompson for 3. And he cuts the deficit to 5. 32.1 to play until the second. SGA over to Dort. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Tari Easton grabbing the rebound. We got Aaron Holiday. Durant, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. That's 22 for him. 8 of 21 for the Rockets. 7 of 22 for the Thunder. Under 10 seconds to play in the second. 2-point lead for the Thunder. They were tied going into halftime in game 1. Dort will shoot the 3. That's no good, and that will do it for the first half. A 16-2 run. And that brings the Rockets to within 2 as we head to halftime. The Thunder leading at 54-52. If you enjoyed what you saw in this first half, leave a like, comment on this video, and if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. And also, you'll see in the description down below a link to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on Instagram and X. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're going to take you to halftime. We'll see you in the second half. Coming out of halftime here, 54-52, Thunder on top. We still look at Kevin Durant highlights. He has 20 points for the Rockets right now. And we led a big surge. Oh no, he has 22 points, I should say. Part of a big surge for this team, which are down by 16 at one point, but now have it to within 2 as the starting lineups for both teams back out on the court. Jalen Williams will shoot the 3, and he makes it. They really need that one. That's 14 for Williams. Starting lineups for both teams, starting 5 for both teams out on the court to start the half. That's Holiday, Thompson, Durant, Eason, and Şengün for the Rockets. And for the Thunder, you got SGA, Dort, Jalen Williams, Holmgren, and Hartenstein. And for Jalen Williams, that's the J-A-L-E-N, because they have 2 Jalen Williams, 2 different spellings. That's why you hear me emphasize the spellings. SGA, that shot up. He had 20 in that first half. Holmgren will get the offensive rebound in the put-in, and the lead is up to 7 again. 5 quick points to start the third quarter. Şengün coming around with the layup. That's good. For 1 minute into the third quarter, 59-54, Thunder on top. Hartenstein feeds it over to Luguentz, over to Jalen Williams. Williams, he'll take the shot up. That's no good. Easton grabbing a rebound. Holiday with it, crossing the half-court line. He's over to Şengün. Şengün with the layup. That's 4 points for him in the second quarter, or in the third quarter, I should say, and the lead back to within, Rockets within 3 again. As I said, this Rockets team, the Thunder have learned they're not going to go away into the night very easily. Holmgren will shoot the 3. He'll nail the 3. 62-56. Here the defense chants right now. As we are 2 minutes into the quarter, as you see, Jalen Williams will come down with the steal. Williams feeds it back over to SGA. SGA over to Dort. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Aaron Holiday grabbing the rebound there. Over to Amen Thompson. Feeds it back over to Holiday. Over to Eason. Eason feeds it over to Şengün. Şengün will hold on to it right now. There's a shot by Holiday. That's in there. Aaron Holiday. (62-59). Rockets within, Thunder within 3, but now it's going to be an and one opportunity for the Thunder here. It's Holiday call for the foul. Second personal for Aaron Holiday. First team foul for the Rockets, and SGA going to the line. A chance to put his team up by 6 again. He'll do exactly that. Amen Thompson. As we'll have a timeout called by the Rockets. We're going to take one as well. 9:09 to play in the third. Thunder lead it by 6. Coming out of the timeout, we're going to look at the percentage leaders. The 3-point percentage leaders. Jabari Smith Jr. at 54.5, and I believe that he was second. And who is that? I kind of missed the. I think it was Luguentz Dort, maybe. I think that is third. Could be wrong. Amen Thompson. So we go over to Kevin Durant as we're about 3 minutes into the third quarter. 65-59, and a very good game going on right now. Durant will shoot, and he'll make it. I think that's 24 for him in this game. First points of the second half, and it's 65-61. Thunder. The Rockets looking to try to take both games here in Oklahoma City. The Thunder want to try to even this series at 1, going back to Houston. SGA. 4 on the shot clock. Dort will shoot the 3. That's in there. Luguentz Dort. And he puts the Thunder on top by 7. Holiday feeding it over to Thompson. Thompson back to Holiday. 14 on the shot clock. There's a 3-pointer by Durant. That's in there. KD, 27 for him. Rockets within 4. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams. Back over to SGA. There's a shot, no good. The Rockets come in with the rebound now. We have, what's his name? That was Thompson that had it, but it's stolen by Williams. Williams thought about going coast to coast for a second. He'll fish it over to Dort. Dort will dish it down to Holmgren. SGA, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss that one. Amen Thompson grabbing the rebound. Crossing the half-court line, being guarded by Dort. Over to Durant. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Offensive rebound by Şengün. 10 on the shot clock. Holiday, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Tipped over to Thompson. 10 on the shot clock again. Tari Eason back over to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. 5 minutes into the third quarter. Thompson coming around. That's in there. Rockets within 2. That was how the third quarter started. 68-66, the Rockets on top, or Thunder on top. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to SGA. SGA, that is no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Holiday has it. Chance to either tie or take the lead. 15 on the shot clock. Eight on the shot clock. And in there for Kevin Durant. Durant. He'll put the shot up. We are tied at 68. Kevin Durant with 29 points already. We are now about halfway through the third quarter here. 68 all. Game 2 of this Western Conference semifinal series. SGA shooting a three. He'll put the Thunder on top by 3 again. Looks like Cason Wallace is coming to the scores table to try to check into the game again. Leads it over to Durant. Durant. That bucket is no good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. Jalen Williams fishing it over to Lugan Dort. Dort. That bucket is no good. Durant grabbing a rebound. Şengün. 10 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. SGA has it for the Thunder. Feeds it over to Jalen Williams. 5 minutes of play in the third. SGA. 9 on the shot clock. Dish it over to Dort for the 3. He'll make it, and the lead is up to 6. Here the defense chance here. Thompson. Amen Thompson feeding it over to Şengün. There's Durant for 3. Good! Oh, man. 74-71. Thunder on top. Thunder. Holmgren will shoot the 3. He makes the 3, and the Thunder extend their lead up to 6 once again. 4 minutes of play in the third. Had ourselves an action-packed third quarter. Thompson. That's in there. SGA crossing the half-court line. We'll have our first timeout of the second half here. 3:47 to play in the third. Thunder leading at 77-73. Coming out of timeout here. Let's see. We have Thompson, Okogie, Durant, Smith Jr., Capella, and for the Thunder, SGA. No, it's just Cason Wallace going to check into the game now for Lugan Dort. Hartenstein still out. The rest of them still out on the court for the Thunder. It's just Cason for Dort. SGA holding on to that one right now. Feeds it over to Chet Holmgren. The lead is up. The lead is only 4 points for the Thunder right now. Holmgren, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. It's 80-73. Durant. Durant, pass that up over to Jabari Smith Jr. 7 on the shot clock. Amen Thompson faked it. He'll pass it over to Durant. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there. KD That's 35 for him. KD continuing to perform in this postseason right now. He averaged 43 points in the 7 games. 43 points a game in the 7 games being played against the Nuggets. He had 32 in game 1. He has 35 now. And we're not even at the end of the third quarter yet. Thompson coming around with a slam dunk. And the Rockets within 2. And that slam dunk is worthy enough for the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. I mean, if you haven't done so yet, please like and comment on this video. Hit that subscribe button. I'm hoping we have more action-packed games as you see SGA with a slam dunk. That's 28 for him, 18 of those in the paint. As we're approaching the final 2 minutes of the third quarter, 82-78. Durant, that is not going to fall in. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. To SGA. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Capella grabbing a rebound. Over to Okogie. Okogie feeding it over to Durant. 15 on the shot clock. KD finds to Thompson. Thompson for 3. That's in there. Rockets within 1. Ooh, man. We're having ourselves a heck of a game, guys. SGA. Got 10 on the shot clock here. SGA feeds it over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. That's tipped, and that's Thunderball. Timeout called by the Rockets. We're going to take one as well. No, Thunder calls a timeout. We're going to take one as well. 1:07 to play in the third. Substitution coming out onto the court right now. Coming out of timeout. And I didn't see any lineup change there. So we see Wallace, Joe, Caruso, Kenrick Williams coming in. And Holmgren's still in the game. Holmgren feeds it over to Joe. Back over to Cason Wallace. 8 on the shot clock here. 1 minute to play in the third. Wallace will miss that one. Capella. Chance for the Rockets to take the lead. Defense chance here. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Okogie. Okogie. Feeds it over to Smith Jr. Smith Jr. and the Rockets will have their first lead since 2-0. 10-2 run for the Rockets in nearly 2.5 minutes of play. Caruso. 35 seconds. Holmgren for 3. And the Thunder are on top once again. 85-83. There's Reed Shepherd for 3. That's no good. Shot clock turned off. Holmgren. He'll have the slam dunk. 87-83. Shot clock turned off for Reed Shepherd. 7-6. Reed Shepherd, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. And that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter, I should say. The Thunder leading at 87-83. I hope you like what you see. Hit the like button. Comment on this video. Subscribe to this channel. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter right after this. Starting the fourth quarter here. So we got Jabari Smith Jr., Jayshawn Tate, Josh Okogie, I believe that's Reed Shepherd, and the Dorian Finney-Smith. So we have Jalen Williams, the J.A.L.E.N. Williams, as well as Caruso, Kenrick Williams, Lugans Dort, and Cason Wallace to start the fourth quarter. Williams coming around, and that is no good. Dorian Finney-Smith grabbing a rebound. Right it over to Smith Jr., back over to Jayshawn Tate. Tate coming around with the layup. That's good. Rockets within 2. See Jalen Williams. The OKC. Over to Dort. Back over to Wallace. He'll shoot the 2. Or 3, I should say. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Okogie. Fourth quarter here. 1 minute into the game. Okogie. And that's going to step out of bounds. That will still... Actually, no. That went off the Thunder, they said. I thought Okogie stepped out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock. Okogie feeds it back over to Finney-Smith. To Smith Jr. Tate with it back over to Smith Jr. 9 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith feeds it over to Şengün. Şengün back over to Smith Jr. He'll shoot it. We are tied at 87. Jabari Smith Jr. with 12 points on 6 of 9 shooting, plus 17 out on the court. Looks like him being on the bench was a good thing. Dort will shoot the three. No good. That's tipped up, and that's going to go out of bounds. Thunder ball. Let's see here. Reed Shepard checking back into the game. Okogie will move to shooting guard. Jayshawn Tate back on the bench. Kenrick Williams feeds it back over to Wallace. Wallace will shoot the three. No good. Şengün with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Finney-Smith. Smith Jr. coming around the layup. That's 14, and the Rockets are on top once again. 89-87. Feeds it over to Williams. He's over to Williams, and that is a foul called against Jabari Smith Jr., and they're going to say it's a shooting foul. Jalen Williams will go to the line, shooting two to try to tie this game at 89. Two shots for Jalen Williams. Here in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Williams will shoot the first one, and Durant checking back into the game. Reed Shepard going to go to the bench. Okogie moving the point guard. That's the Jalen Williams. And he'll sink them both. We are tied at 89. The Thunder not used to being tested. They learned the hard way in game number one. Durant. That shot is put up no good. Logan Stewart grabbing the rebound here. Back over to Alex Caruso. Caruso feeding it over to Dort. Dort will shoot the three. No good. Smith Jr. grabbing a rebound. Feeds it back over to Josh Okogie. At 13 on the shot clock, feeding it over to Jabari Smith Jr. Smith Jr. back over to Durant. He'll shoot the three. He makes the three. The lead is up to 3 for the Rockets, their largest lead of the game. Is that like 38 points now for him? I could be wrong. Jalen Williams, 9 on the shot clock, and that's going to be a foul call. Jabari Smith Jr. That's his second personal foul, second team foul. Jalen Williams, and look at the scoring breakdown. 74 points off of assists, 14 three-pointers made. Williams will sink the first one as Hartenstein will check back into the game for Kenrick Williams. Caruso, I think coming back into the game moves the small forward. Kind of hard to get some of these lineups that you look at it because they go by so fast. 92-91. The Rockets on top after Jalen Williams hits both free throws. And that's an out of bounds. Careless turnover on the Rockets. The Thunder with a chance to retake the lead. Caruso feeds it over to Dort, back over to Caruso. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Williams. Williams for the lead. No good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Durant. Durant. We have 10 on the shot clock. KD feeds it over to Okogie. He'll shoot the three. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. Logan Stewart feeding over to Jalen Williams. About 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. Dort with it. He'll shoot the three for the lead. No good. Smith Jr. coming down with the rebound. Still 92-91, Rockets on top. 15 on the shot clock. Chet Holmgren looking like he wants to check back into the game. Finney Smith feeding over to Durant. 5 on the shot clock. That shot by Durant. That's in there. Oh, man. 40 points for KD. 8 of them mid-range. 94-91. Jalen Williams for the tie. No good. Finney Smith grabbing a rebound for the Rockets. Kevin Durant feeds it back over to Şengün. Over to Okogie. Okogie feeding over to Şengün. Slam dunk! 5-point lead for the Rockets. That's their largest lead. The Thunder had led by as many as 16 late in that first half. Dort, he'll shoot the three. Yes, sir! Thunder within 2. And this game should put people on the edge of their seat right now here. Okogie will shoot the three. That's no good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams over to Caruso for the lead. No good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Okogie. And that is tipped, but Smith Jr. will retain possession right now. 14 on the shot clock. Okogie holding on to it right now. Halfway through the fourth quarter. 96-94. Rockets on top. Finney Smith finds a Smith Jr. That's in there. The Rockets shooting 57%. The Thunder now down to 46%. But both teams still shooting a lot better in this game than they did in game number 1. Wallace. He'll shoot the three. No good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Dorian Finney-Smith feeds it over to Okogie for three. No good. Jalen Williams will grab the rebound. Over to Wallace. Back over to Jalen with the J-A-L-E-N Williams. He'll shoot the two. No, he'll pass it over to Hartenstein, and he's going to go to the line shooting one as Şengün called for his first personal foul. Third team foul called against the Rockets here in this fourth quarter. Hartenstein going to go to the line shooting 2. Get ourselves a little bit of a breather here with 5:10 to play in the fourth. He'll make the first one, and let's see who's coming out. Amen Thompson and Tari Eason checking back into the game. And for the Thunder, SGA, Jalen Williams will move to the small forward position. Holmgren back to power forward. As he checks in, Eason off the miss, and that's going to be an and one opportunity. SGA called for his first personal foul, first team foul against the Thunder. Tari Eason, and the Rockets are actually in the century mark right now, 100-95. So we have 5:04 to play in the fourth. Eason will sink it. 6-point lead. SGA crossing the half-court line with 5 minutes to play in the fourth. 101-95. Dort feeds it over to SGA. 9 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock now. And SGA, he'll make the shot, put the shot up no good. 101-95. Thompson coming around. That is no good. Şengün feeds it over to Easton for three. That's in there. It's a 9-point lead for the Rockets. That was how much they won game 1 by. And now they're up by that many with 4:15 to play in game 2. They look like they want to take both games in OKC. SGA coming around. There's a three. That's in there. 104-98. Fourth quarter. Amen Thompson. Is it over to coming around here? Thompson back over to Holiday, over to Durant. Not 8 on the shot clock. Durant, 6 on the shot clock, 5 on the shot clock. KD coming around. He almost lost it for a second. That is no good. Chet Holmgren coming down with the rebound. OKC back over to Dort, and Dort is fouled. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. Şengün called for a second personal foul. 4th team foul. The Rockets look like they are close to being in the bonus right now. Or no, the Thunder, I should say, close to being in the bonus right now. As Lugan Stort at the line shooting 2. He'll hit the first one. And he'll sink them both. It's a 5 quick points here, and the Rockets lead down to 6. Şengün. Gives it over to Şengün. Being guarded by Hartenstein here. 10 on the shot clock. Şengün. Feeds it back over to Aaron Holiday. 5 on the shot clock. Holiday, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams grabbing a rebound. Jalen Williams, oh, that's blocked right there. Şengün grabbing the rebound. He's it back over to Durant. Durant, that shot is no good, but Şengün, oh, Şengün's called for the 3rd personal foul there on a loose ball foul. It is going to retain Oklahoma City ball. Şengün not happy there. 2:37 to play. Williams feeds it back over to SGA. SGA, shot is up. That is going to fall in. 7-0 run by the Thunder. And the Rockets lead only down to 2. 2:20 to play here in the 4th. Amen Thompson feeds it over to Holiday. He'll shoot the 3. That will fall in. They needed that to fall in. And the Rockets lead up to 5. 2 minutes of play here in the 4th. SGA feeding over to Williams. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Durant coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Holiday. Holiday almost lost it for a second. Feeds it over to Thompson. He'll make the shot. That's not going to fall in. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. SGA feeding it over to Jalen Williams. Williams coming around. That is no good. Şengün with the rebound. Amen Thompson. 90 seconds of play here in the 4th. 107-102. Rockets on top. Over to Şengün. Şengün, he's going to go to the line. Shooting 1-2. Hartenstein will be called for his 1st personal foul. 2nd team foul called against the Rockets. Alperen Şengün with a chance to make this a 3-possession game. And Şengün will hit the first one. It's still a 2-possession game right now with it, of course, with the 3-point line. As we see here for Şengün, 1:22 to play. And they'll sync up both. This is a 3-possession game. Rockets up by 7. They scored 5 quick points. They led by as many as 9. SGA coming around. Feeds it over to Hartenstein. Slam dunk. 109-104. The Rockets 44 of 80. The Thunder 39 of 86. The Rockets, as I said, the only road team to win in Game 1. That's a miss right there. Hartenstein will come down with the rebound. Under a minute to play here in the 4th. SGA will give it back up over to Jalen Williams, over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. Thunder within 2 again. Hold on to your hats, everybody. This game is not over with by the imagination. Holiday. 14 on the shot clock. Aaron Holiday feeding Easton. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. Timeout, Thunder. 34.8 to play here in the fourth. We're going to take a timeout. 34.8 to play here in the fourth quarter. 5-point lead for the Rockets. They trying to hold on and take the first 2 games in OKC, where the Thunder did not lose a single game in the first round. Now they could find themselves down 2-0 in the series. Oh, he must have just been behind the half-court line. SGA holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. SGA over to Dort. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. And the Rockets are in the bonus right now. Şengün going to the line, trying to make this a 7-point game again. He did exactly that just a few minutes ago. .7 to play here in the fourth. 112 to 107. Huge free throws coming up. It's a 2-possession game. It will still remain a 2-possession game after that first free throw made. It's 113-107. Both free throws made. Timeout called. Thunder. 20.7 to play in the fourth. We're going to take a timeout. 20.7 to play in the fourth quarter. The Thunder did call their final timeout of the game, trailing by 7. They're going to need some quick buckets here. They cannot take their time. Over to Dort. And as I said, you can't take your time. Holmgren will shoot the three. That's off the back iron. No good. Holiday with it. They're just going to cross the half-court line, and I think the Thunder are just going to concede. Congratulations to the Houston Rockets. They will take the first 2 games of this series here in Oklahoma City. They will head home with a 2-0 lead. The Rockets will defeat the Thunder 114 to 107. The question is this the last time we'll see the Paycom Center here in this season playthrough? Or will Oklahoma City be able to take a game in Houston to at least force the Game 5? We'll find out in a couple of days, where Game 3 will be in Oklahoma City as KD, no surprise, getting player of the game. We will see you guys in a second for the post-game player statistics. It is time for the post-game player statistics, brought to you by 2K Sports. We start off with the home team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, led by SGA with 30 points and 8 assists. Jalen Williams, the Jalen Williams, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Chet Holmgren, a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. Logan Stewart with 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal and 1 block. Isaiah Hartenstein, 7 points only, but he had 13 rebounds, 1 assist. Alex Caruso, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Thomas Sorber had a short time playing, but he did get 3 points and 2 rebounds. Kenrick Williams, 2 points and 1 rebound. Casey Wallace with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Isaiah Joe with just 1 rebound. The Jaylin Williams only had 1 steal in the game. AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic, Osmani Dang did not play for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And now for the victorious Houston Rockets. Another 40-point performance by Kevin Durant. He had 40 points and 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Amen Thompson, 23 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. Jabari Smith Jr., 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Followed by Alperen Şengün, 12 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Tari Eason, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Aaron Holiday with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Reed Shepherd, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Jay Sean Tate had 2 points in 4 minutes of play. Clint Capella in 8 minutes of play, 3 rebounds. Dorian Finney-Smith had 2 rebounds, 3 assists in 12 minutes of play. Josh Okogie with only 1 rebound, 3 assists. And Steven Adams and Jeff Green did not play for the Houston Rockets. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Conference for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, featuring the Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks from Atlanta. The Hawks have a 1-0 lead in this best-of-7 series, winning 99-80 in Game 1. Can the Hawks take Game 2 as well? They're the only team that has yet to lose a game in this postseason. It is Game 2 Magic Hawks. Be there or be squared. If you like what you see, hit the like button and comment on this video. And if you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. I know you want to do that. As well as hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And if you're able to help support me financially on this channel, it would be appreciated. There is a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram, for those that have social media. And with that, everybody, I want to remind the final score of the game. The Houston Rockets coming to Oklahoma City. They take the first 2 games. They defeat the Thunder behind a 40-point effort by Kevin Durant, winning 114-107. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.